Sully Forth Paladins, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Captain Tirak of the heavy cruiser HMS Battle Axe, as we continue our war of revenge against the Klingon Empire as the Hydran Kingdom. Last episode, we once again went up against this gosh darn planet and found ourselves rebuffed once again. We then had to get into a little bit of a fight against a repair dock and did alright, decently, okay-ish. Casualties have been a bit higher than I would prefer, but yeah, you gotta work with what you've got, and when we're stuck in a ship that has to get super close to the enemy, well, what you saw is what you got. But we are not going to stop. We are going to continue this push on this territory. It will make an excellent basing ground, and so we're going to keep on seeing if we can't move in to capture it, and I'm hoping I can do it either in this mission or maybe the next mission. But we shall see. Klingon ships detected. Let's hit that red alert. Increase our speed up until our somewhat slow speed of 15. And prepare for combat. We will prepare a Wild Weasel. Even though we haven't really been running into a whole lot of problems with the Klingons using a ton of scatter packs, it's still something that's very nice to have. You don't want to go into a tactical situation and suddenly find that you're missing something that important. So I'm going to increase speed a little bit more. Oh, are we? Yeah, we're eating up too much power, so no, we need to go down to 14 so we can continue to charge all weapons. As you can see, the Hellbore is now dragging a little bit because we tried to do multiple things at one time and couldn't. But now we're back up to normal speed. We will throw power into that forward shield where it's going to be needed. And the first Klingon vessel has shown up. It is a light cruiser. It looks probably like a D5. It is a D5D. Maybe is that the drone version? I'm not 100% sure on Klingon ships anymore. It has been a long time. And with only 2 Hellbores, well, it's going to be a difficult time finding out. But let's send a probe, make sure, find out for certain. We do outclass him. I mean, a Lord Marshal command cruiser is bigger than a D5D light cruiser. That's just facts, folks. So he is equipped. Yep, he is a drone version. He's got 6 missile launchers, so definitely something that we should be probably looking out for. He does have 2 missile defense systems, which is slightly annoying. We're going to prep a second scatter pack, or not scatter pack, Wild Weasel, because we may end up using it. We are at a range of about 50. We have a 0% chance of hitting, so I'm assuming we're actually fully outside of range. He is going at us at an angle, and I'm not 100% sure why. But we're going to keep our nose straight on. There's no reason for us not to. And we're finally in Hellbore maximum range, so we'll fire both Hellbore shots at long range. We did hit with one, so that did weaken one of his shields, because the AI does prefer to massively buff a single shield rather than partially buff a whole bunch of them. Unfortunately, I didn't think ahead far enough and did not overload this this fusion cannon. So we're just going to double check arcs here. They do... Yes, they do have forward arcs. I'm figuring out for the G-type phasers because I want to get the phaser ones involved in this overrun that we're about to do. Death's Hand, a proper good Klingon name. All weapons, anything left? Nope. So our phaser Gs managed to basically completely wipe out all 6 missiles incoming. I think we lost one. Ooh, we're going to lose our stern shield. That's annoying. That's not really effective, man. It's just annoying. We have the scatter pack ready to go should we need it, although I'm not sure we're going to. We are currently sitting on, he's lost 2 of his phasers. One of his phaser 1's here and his phaser 2 mount. He has no forward shield, which is a bit of a problem, but he is a drone cruiser, so he doesn't care so much. However, we are in a great position to Hellbore him to death. So, Hellbores are armed and ready. Both of them missed. Okay, not great. But I guess we'll deal with it as best as we can. So he's going to come in. We're expecting another launch from those missiles at any moment. I'm going to select these 2 phasers. Okay, now that that's happened, there we go. Knocked out another one of his shields. So he's having a little bit of a hard time now. That's annoying. It's not effective, it's just annoying. Well, it is actually a little bit effective, especially if we were, you know, if he was Hydrants, that would be really, really annoying, because his Hellbore would be circling around to the stern, but he's not. So our fusion cannons are ready to rock. He's managed to finally fix his phaser 1 up here on the bow, so he probably will come around shortly. I do want to get that stern shield buffed up, though, so let's do this kind of sorting. Yeah, it is a bit of a waste because, you know, we're now shoving power into a shield that's downed. But I would just... Hopefully when the shield comes back, we won't be so vulnerable to that Mayan strike. So the Hellbore is almost ready to fire again. We've got to turn into this because we need all our point defense phasers to do the job. Thank you. And we hit him with both of our Hellbores. And we did 12 damage. It circled around to the front. He's still doing a speed of 25. I'm more or less content to let him do that. If he wants to play around the edges, my point defense is more than strong enough to deal with any missile that he can throw at me. He has 3 B-racks, so they are effective at long sustained fire. But if he comes in close, I've got enough firepower to absolutely annihilate him. If he stays at range like this, I have enough point defense systems to utterly handle anything he's got, which means basically I'm just firing away with my Hellbores the whole match. And that is something I'm more than happy to do. If he wants to get a little bit closer, then I'll lash out at him with the fusion cannons. But at this point, not super fussed. So I'm expecting another missile barrage at any moment. Pulling a bit closer, a little bit closer, and 2 more fusion cannons, or 4 fusion cannons, in through, another shield down, all up and select. We'll do some long-range plinking work. Yes, English is hard. But he's, again, pulling out into Hellbore range. As soon as they're charged and ready, we'll be able to spit another shot. Yep, 19 more damage. It just circles around to his empty shields. Eventually, we're going to wear him down. This is a losing proposition for him. So he should have come in hard and fast, although that puts him right into the teeth of my fusion beams, which is not a place that he wants to be at all. So really, he's just kind of screwed. He should probably have run when he still had the chance, but now he's definitely getting low on power, so running is not going to be an option for him anymore. Yep, and we are steadily getting closer. The fusion beams will be ready to fire shortly. They are charging up. It's a 1-turn cooldown and a 1-turn charge when you're firing them on normal. So, a little bit closer. He's continuing to try and do some phaser work. He actually doesn't have a horrible phaser armament. He really doesn't. That's a nice amount of phasers right there. But he's running into the problem of, well, that was remarkably ineffective. I should know better. I really should. Fusion beams have a range of essentially 0. But we've managed to take out his stern shield. The only shields he's got left is one on his forward, and he's got a less than 5 shield back there. Oh, it sucks to be you, my friend. Another 2 right on into him. He's losing a lot of power. I don't want to commit these G-racks, or these Gatling phasers, because he could very well have suddenly a missile salvo. And I'm not looking to eat 6 missiles to the face. So we're going to pretty much stay right on top of him. We'll let him do whatever he wants to do here, but we do have enough phaser firepower in order to handle him from any angle. And he can continue to plink away with his light phasers all he wants, but it's not going to save him. And he knows it. We should probably get the shield away, though. Yep, that's what I was expecting. All up and select. Now we fire in. So he's taken damage to his internal systems. He's going back up to a speed of 6.7. But I can't imagine he is much longer for this world. He can't have many systems left. And as long as we stick right here, this is going to be nice close fusion cannon range. Tore him apart. Yep. He tried to play the range game. I suppose that's his best option that he had in that situation, to try and overwhelm us with missile firepower, but he would have had to use a scatter pack, and even though then we had 2 Wild Weasels ready for it, with 1 more that could have been built. So, tough luck, man. But you should have brought a better ship to that fight. We have taken the planet, which means we can now start pushing in here, and we're going to see maybe we can stealth cap. Stealth capping would be much preferred, as it is definitely safer. Klingon ships are once again on the scanners. Hit that red alert, increase that speed, and buff that forward shield. Reinforcement to the maximum. There we go. And we'll go up to a speed of 14 and prep a Wild Weasel. Here we go. Everything is going smoothly. And already we have located a freighter. And the freighter is one of those freighters that we swear it's not a frigate, absolutely positively. That this is totally within treaty. Because that's quite obviously a gunboat right there. Ah, yes. The honorable Klingons. With their constantly trying to get around the treaties. Fire probe. Maximum range. We're done charging the phaser capacitor, so, you know, we have the power. We'll also put a point up so we're at our full charging speed. And, ooh, we've got a second one. It's a Klingon D7C. That's a decent version. This is an E4R. This is an escort ship. Yep. He's got 4 phaser 2s. Okay. Nice, I guess. So here's the plan. we're going to launch these fighters. And we're probably going to sick them on this guy. So the 4 fighters ought to be able to more than capable of taking him, especially with a little bit of Hellbore support from us. I want to get these guys out so they're sort of flying in formation, and then I'm going to send them forward. Hopefully we'll knock out the freighter before the D7C gets involved. First of our Wild Weasels is ready. We're probably only going to need the 1, since the D7C only has 2. I think it's B-Rex? I'm pretty sure it's B-Rex. Which is the one that is the super slow firing one? Because that is not what that one will have. Alright. Time to go for it, boys. Oh, you spread out in a way that I specifically did not want you to. Alright, get ready to fire. He only has phasers. He's got 4 phasers. That shouldn't be enough to destroy a fighter. But we'll let this happen. And... yes! And we missed with one of ours. Everything else. And he's done for. Alright, on to the next target. That was pretty much the plan, and it worked out brilliantly. So let's bring our fighters back. Return to me. Defend me. Yeah, they've lost a fighter because the AI really likes to shoot at fighters, which I can hardly blame him. When we were fighting the Klingon, the Hydrons, number 1 was kill the fighters. Return to me. And in fact, you need to get back here too. I don't want to risk any of my fighters. He's not, like, horrifically well armed, but we're about to go into this merge without any heavy weapons whatsoever. So wait for his missiles. Alright, we caused some damage, and we're pulling away. He did not fire any... He didn't fire any missiles. Why? That definitely makes me curious. What's going on here? Because he should have 2 missiles. Yeah, his B-Rack will fire 2 missiles all day long. Wonder what's going on here. Some weirdness to be sure. So we're going to play a little bit of medium range. Take advantage of this Hellbore cannon. It's a great weapon. It's fully charged. We do have a little bit of a limited arc with it. But if we get hits, it doesn't much matter. We do get the broadside, though, with our fusion beams. If we get close enough. Ooh, he's taking out that shield. Let's, ouch. Let's get that high energy turn charging up. Incoming missiles. Our phasers did an excellent job. Unfortunately, we've lost a Gatling phaser on the port side, which does weaken our point defense pretty considerably. All weapons select, and we'll rip a hole right through that. And we'll continue the turn out to starboard. That way we can pull away and get this side away from him and continue engagement with the starboard side. I will continue and fix this repair wrench. We're going to fix this phaser Gatling. It is an important piece of equipment. We're also going to patch the engines, so holy crap. And continue our steady turn. Let's set the reinforcement to here and here, because we're probably not going to go nose on too often or too much. However, we have hit them very vulnerable warp coils. He's only doing a speed of 8.7, so you can tell he's having problems. And we'll throw in the forward shield also, so we're now reinforcing 3 shields. He is now doing a high energy turn to get his bow on. I'm not sure why, though. You're repairing one of your disruptors. So we're going to select all weapons, wait for the missile shot, and no missile shot. We'll fire the Hellbore into him, and we'll fire the Gatling phasers into his stern. Turn out away, other phasers. Let's increase speed just a little bit, because I think I'm going to just run him out a little bit. We did take some damage in that exchange, but it got mostly bounced off the armor. So doing a speed of 17 now. Our fusion cannons are ready to go. We're going to let the Gatling phasers handle that. He is getting close. Ooh, not cool. 'Tis not cool. Let's flatten this out and go single defensive tractor. There we go. We grabbed it. And we're going to come in and bore in on him. No, that's not worth it. We will take the time to do this a little bit slower. I'm really tempted, though, to just go for it. Because we've got the 2 fusion beams ready to go. I really should be overloading them, but we haven't. I do want to get around to his open side, but I'm not getting a good shot on it. Let's get the phasers, opening them up. And now we'll start doing long-range fire from here. Let's pull away, get our other phaser, our other defensive phasers on the other side to defend ourselves. And no shots, because most of our weapons aim forward. Alright, I'm going to call it. 77% chance, that's good enough. The odds of failure are, well, good enough that we were able to make it. No problem. We're going to be lined up absolutely perfectly. Everything into him. Yeah, that's the ship mostly wiped out. Final phase of barrage tears him apart. We did take some nasty damage from his explosion and his, screw you mine that he dropped off. But other than that, we did pretty nicely there. Annihilated the escort and then took him out. 322 prestige. It did neutralize the tile. Ooh, nice. We'll patch up, repair there. Shuttles, don't need any. Miscellaneous repair, we're good. So let's hop back here. Really? Really? We have the opportunity to dart forward and grab that station, potentially. And you're going to waste my time with a diplomatic delivery? Tell the ambassador he should find his own ship. We have to fight a heavy cruiser. And it is a D7T, so it's going to be a Katinga. It will have 2 or 3 photon torpedoes firing forward and another 2 photon torpedoes firing backwards. So it's an interesting setup. Let me put it that way. We will go ahead and click this, and go... Overload is the new normal. How slow do I have to fly to overload charge? Considerably. So to properly overload charge, I need to be going like 7. But the phaser capacitor is fully charged, so let's get up to speed. We're going to be doing 39.5. It's just under our normal speed. He will not have a missile launcher, so being a Katinga does give us that advantage. We don't have to worry about the Wild Weasel. It won't really be all that useful to us. And we have more power for the power. And we're going to go to this speed, and then we're going to go into the ECM panel that we rarely ever go into, and plug a point of ECM into that. And the reason we're going to do that is because photon torpedoes are horrifically vulnerable to ECM. So as long as we're using a little bit of ECM, well, he frankly can't hit the broadside of a barn with those photon torpedoes. And the Hellbores are now fully charged and ready to go. Target is debating whether or not he wants to put any power into the ECM generator. Okay, that's your choice. We're going to increase the speed of time because this is just going to be a nice slow walking into him. Is our shield reinforcement going? No, it is not. Reinforce that forward shield to the maximum powers. And there goes. He's using it on proximity mode. He's not going to get another shot before we make this merge, though, because our closure rate is something in the order of 44, even with that little kink that he's got going for our angles. Yep, and as you can see, he's got no missile launchers at all. He does have a point defense system that I am going to have to respect a little tiny bit. So closer, closer. He's turning into us. It's the final turn maneuver. Everything at point blank range. Fired in and ripped him open. He did cause some damage to our stern. Not as much as he would have liked, I'm certain. He did damage the Hellbore a little bit. However, it still appears to be online. We're dropping speed. And because we're now going into a normal fight, we're going to set these fusion beams to normal, because I need the flexibility of the ship, not necessarily the insane amount of striking power that I get with the overload. We did hit the warp coils. He's doing a speed of 10, so we should be able to maneuver quite nicely around him. Increase speed to our full charging speed, may as well. And because we don't have to worry about missile strikes, we can just use our phasers at maximum fire rate, rather than saving something to deal with his missiles. Are you going to expose that shield to me? No, he's not. He is kind of playing around a little bit, which I'm going to punish with Gatling phaser strikes. We'll slow down a little bit. We took that phaser fire basically right on top of us, but I think we're in a pretty good position to take advantage. Very shortly, we will have the fusion cannon and maybe the Hellbore ready to fire. So we'll get ready for a high energy turn, and then we'll be able to utterly annihilate him. So high energy turn is ready to rock, and we'll pull it around. All weapons select. More weapons as we drag it out. And now phasers for the coup de grace. Oh, it didn't kill him. Wow, I'm pretty stunned. That should have annihilated you. He has one phaser as far as I can tell. So let's pull away. We're done here. He does have a shot up my stern, but he's not taking it. I'm going to guess that he just doesn't have the power to power that phaser. He may have nothing, although the phaser capacitor doesn't ever go down. But basically, you're done. He's got no speed to move at the Klothos. There we go. Alright, on to the planet. You've wasted enough of our time here. And we'll go green alert, because we don't need the tactical weaponry anymore. We just need the speed in our nice little tri-ship. And where is my transporter button? There it is. Here's Mr. Ambassador. Please get down to the transporter room so I don't have to waste any more time with you. There's my finger on the button just in case, you know, not smash into the planet, which would be bad. Normal people time. It'll take about half a turn to get there now. And it's a big planet. Let's start slowing down. I'll stop very, very shortly. 7, 6, I'll stop. Oh god. Still kept going forward longer than I wanted to. The diplomat has arrived safely on board the planet. We can go home now. Or at least go on the attack. Because we don't want to waste any more time with this. Turning slowly, slowly, slowly. Mission complete. Let's see what else is new on the chopping block. We made 280 prestige. That does put us at 2172. So to the shipyard. Taking a quick look through. Nothing I'm seeing. There is a 3528. It is a Paladin Dreadnought, which I suppose is something we should probably try and get. After all, the greeting is Sally Forth Paladins. But other than that, I'm not seeing a cruiser worth grabbing. A DG is a Dragoon cruiser. Yeah, it's got phaser 2s. It's out of date as far as I'm concerned. I want phaser 1s or better. Another Lord Marshal we could get. It is another command cruiser, but that might be worth it. We'll save it for now. Pop over to this territory. See if we can't make a real quick smash and grab. We're going to take the patrol. We'll get into a fight to try and stealth cap it rather than just doing a scouting mission. Klingon ships are detected, so let's hit that red alert. This is not a Klingon vessel! You lied to me! That is a Klingon vessel, though. So we've got a freighter and a frigate. So I'm going to play this one as we have managed to locate a tender in the midst of attempting to refuel a small frigate. The Lyrans apparently have sent their auxiliary down here because reasons. That's what I'm going to go with. Don't detect anything else, it would seem, so let's increase the speed of time, may as well after all, and buff up that forward shield so that we have something to really strike forward with. Anything else? Oh, yep, another ship has just shown up. Normal time. It's another frigate, so 2 frigates have come to this freighter for resupply. What style of freighter are you? You are an FLDS. You are an E4E, and you are an F5B. So he's the dangerous one. This guy might have a couple of anti-missile defense systems and phasers, and I have no idea what an FLD is. Some sort of fleet tender, though. So B, FLDS. Our Wild Weasel is prepared, so we are now pushing additional power into the forward shields. Let's see what we get. We'll see what we get for the killing. And yeah, we're going to meet the merge. He is decently well armed. I mean, he's got disruptors and phaser 3s and phaser 2s. This is not an incredibly weak ship. It's nice. Nice enough, anyway. So we're going to pull up right on top of him and just basically unload everything we got into him. Stand by. Everything we got. Not quite enough. He is suddenly dropping in speed, and most of his systems are offline. You are equipped with a single point defense system, so I might be able to send my fighters to overwhelm you. If they were full squadrons, I'd definitely try it, but they're not. So I am going to have to pay a little bit of attention. We're going to... What? That was on the side of the ship. Not the stern, you jerk. So we'll increase speed a little bit, get away from this missile. How about you? What are you... Oh, yeah. Can't deploy fighters as long as he's in the area. That's just period. And our Gatling phaser did manage to take that out without any trouble whatsoever. We're going to dump a mine, discourage them to keep them off our stern while we make this final attack run to kill the FLDS. Are you really going to come right in on top of me? I will kill you. Don't think I won't. And you... Wasn't enough to kill him. So I suppose you saved him. Good job. And you did take out my stern shields, which is annoying, because Klingons with managing to take out stern shields can be pretty dangerous. So we'll come around to port here. By the time he crosses in front of us, we're going to hit him with everything we've got. Yeah. So we've managed to severely weaken him. His point defense system is still online, but he's dropped down to 6.1 points of speed. And I've got more phasers. This should kill you. There we go. More incoming fire. Well, we're going to have to take this one on the nose unless I can get here quick enough. Nope. The point defense phasers came online with time to spare and picked it off before I even had to utilize the tractor beam. I think I'm going to bully him, because if I can knock him out, then you've only got a single point defense system, and that'll allow me to dump fighters. And I've got a Hellbore with your name on it, friend. He is trying to pick his shots carefully, if he can. And we're going to dump another mine. Discourage a pursuit. That way we can make our attack run uninterrupted. Unless he wants to swing wide. And yeah, this ought to hurt you quite a bit. He did take out the rear shield. There we go. And we'll make a turn off to port. And that way we can engage. Ooh, he did dump a scatter pack. So that's cool. And I'm tempted to use a Wild Weasel, but I'm also tempted to just wait for the phasers to regenerate. We'll use the Wild Weasel. We may as well. I mean, we've been carrying this thing around explicitly for this eventuality. So I'll let that hit that. I'll turn my bow onto him. And we'll be in a pretty good position to meet him. He's only doing a speed of 8, which is really surprising to me. I would be expecting him to move a lot faster to try and swoop in and cause some damage. But he is a frigate, so he may be suffering somewhat from power problems. We'll increase our speed now as we start to pick back up as the effects of the Wild Weasel turn off. The Defiler, which I suppose is a nice enough name for a vessel of your caliber. We're going to get it right on top of you, and that's what a real point-blank range Alpha Strike looks like, my friend. He did manage to wipe out one of our shields. He's down to a speed of 2, and it looks like we ripped apart his point defense systems, so fighters, it's time to get out there and kill. Fighters deployed. Because now he has no point defense system. I mean, he's got 3 phaser 2s, but that's not going to save. That's not going to save anything. So we should be able to bring him around for a nice good hellbore shot, and that'll probably wipe him out almost. Almost, it is absolutely right. Get in there with the phaser Gs to try and finish this off. Got another 4 phaser Gs with your name on it. And now pulling away ought to get us outside the blast zone before the fighters come in again for another final destructive pass. Yeah, next time, guys, maybe wait for us to get a little bit out of range. But there goes that fight. As we manage to interrupt their secret refuel rendezvous operations. 334 prestige for that. Wow. And the stealth cap. What an excellent way to finish off an episode. So I'm going to pop back here, go to the shipyard real quick. Is there anything worth buying at 2,000? No, is it really going to be that the next purchase is kind of that Paladin Dreadnought? Or the Liege Light Dreadnought? Which is just undergunned. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be saving 3528 for a brand new Paladin Dreadnought. That's an excellent place to end the episode, though. We've managed to not only take the tile that was in the neutral zone, but we took the starbase that was next to it, using it as a jumping off point to continue to try and decapitate the head of the Klingon Empire. So, excellent work so far. Really making up for the lost time that we spent when we went after the planets with the frigate. Anyway, I've been Tarak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.